celebrations here. And so off the tip, it's Miami. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the 1. To the right side. Takes it inside. Pirtle with the block. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. Four on the clock. Here's Lowry. Lowry with another miss.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down. Leader of the 2019 Raptors championship team, Kyle Lowry, winning in those finals as the point guard. It just took his career and confidence to another level.
Van Vliet finds Anunoby. Misses the 3. And it's Miami's ball. To the inside. Lowry. Miami, no good that time either.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Has to have a body on him every time he's down there.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lowry and the Raptors made their first finals in 2019, and facing that Warriors team that was presenting itself as a dynasty.
And man, Lowry was terrific in that series. I think he put to bed a lot of playoff demons that might have been haunting him. 7 assists per game, barely any turnovers, going up against Steph, really earning that ring and solidifying his place in the league.
Hero, no good. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Yeah, and when it comes to finishing plays, Siakam can beat you back to the basket, facing up and, of course, in transition.
Here's Butler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
And granted, in last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to offer multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
Oh, and in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game. And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Van Vliet, the pass to Poeltl.
You could stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
Toronto has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Anunoby on the take. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Lowry. Oh, rejected by Poeltl. Anunoby on the wing. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Poeltl with the bucket.
Such a big... part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy Butler just too athletic on that play. Look at the height.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. The Raptors with a lead. Van Vliet outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Here's Hero. After the basket by Toronto. Shoots over Anunoby. Here's Butler. Hurdle with the block. Adebayo finds Lowry. No good with the triple.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Clock at 4. Here's Pirtle. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your
And so he makes both from the line. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Butler. Can they get it? And it's Butler with the jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Van Vliet up top. 3 seconds left. No good on the layup. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Raptors out in front, up by 11. We've got more NBA basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Raptors, this has been a game they've wanted to have.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Gabe Vincent, Kevin Love out there with Max Strus. Then there's Victor Oladipo, and it's Yurtseven in at the 5. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Greg.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
And it's Love missing.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Left side, Anunoby. Siakam outside. Van Vliet on the wing. Picked by Pirtle. And the basket by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
And Brent, you look at Miami's playoff pedigree. They've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times over the last 12 years.
Yeah, and those 2 championships they had in that 12-year period were square on the shoulders of their big 3 that they put together. But I don't see them slowing down when it comes to reloading. This team knows how to do it well.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Siakam, pass to Barnes. And here's Siakam. Pass to Pirtle. The kick out to Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. Outside Anunoby. Siakam left side. The 3 is up. Love grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Strus. And a miss there on the triple. The Raptors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Anunoby for 3. And And again, no good by Toronto. Miami has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Here's Strus. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Siakam, and Siakam with the slam.
Driving in, Siakam can be such a menace for the defense. Hard to get in the way of his physicality.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Love inside, working on Siakam. Love, that's good.
Showing off the dribble moves, able to create for himself. I love it.
Outside Barnes, back to Van Vliet, pass to Barnes. Here's the 3, here's Siakam.
Heat foul. Gabe Vincent. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always. And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Miami foul. Victor Oladipo. That's his first personal foul. Third team.
The Raptors have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Pass to Barnes. Strus against Barnes. Now here's Oladipo. Not a lot of room. Here's Strus. Here's your 7. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Van Vliet outside. Back to Siakam. Van Vliet on the wing. Outside Barnes. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Fires for 3. Here's Pirtle. Van Vliet left side. Back to Siakam. Pass to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. Second chance effort. The kick out to Van Vliet. Now Anunoby over to the wing. Siakam, the pass to Anunoby. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And again, no good by Toronto. Miami has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Oladipo. Here's your 7. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Raptors.
31. The Heat. 13.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Thaddeus Young out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Malachi Flynn. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. Outside for Porter. Pass to Achiuwa. Now here's Young. Here's Flynn. And he banks in the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Lowry, the pass to Hero. He buries it from 3.
Well, producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
All right, Brent, how about what Tyler Hero brings to the table?
Well, Tyler is such a huge part of why the Heat had so much success last season coming off the bench with unbelievable consistency. He shot the three as good as ever, raised that scoring average up. This guy is not an all-star yet, but he's on the fringe, BA.
And here's Butler outside. And the Heat, another three.
Well, out in transition, Jimmy Butler scanning the court, found an angle, and does some damage.
And a deep three from Young. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Hero with it, and it's Young picking him up. Hero, the pass to Lowry. Back to Hero. Pass to Martin. And he slams it in one-handed.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Outside Porter. The kick out to Young. This one for three. Oh, got a piece of it. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Crying for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Now here's Lowry. Defense right on him. Counted from distance. Martin's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Adebayo, that's good.
Bam trying to expand his game a little bit as he's able to knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper. Think about well-constructed teams and themes that go with that. The Miami Heat certainly leap to mind. Their front office has just done a great job of assembling a deep roster that fits their mentality.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
First team foul.
1:36 left in the third. And the basket by Trent. Well, you would know the depth of the Miami bench is certainly felt in the strength of their second unit.
Yeah, when the starters sit down, Miami doesn't lose much. There's a tremendous combination of skill and playability that they lean on throughout the course of the regular season. The bench certainly makes big contributions with their minutes.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Trent for three. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Heat ball.
A minute 4 left to play in the third quarter here. And here's Lowry from the arc. Martin. Off target from outside. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from Reed. And Young slams it in.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Lowry right side. Here's Butler. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. That shot off. Achua with some nice D. For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Trent outside. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Miami with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense having to adjust now to Lowry, playing a little more relentless on the drive.
First free throw is good.
Kyle Lowry taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Lowry.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Anunoby for 3. Siakam for 3. Connects from downtown. Siakam's got 14 points.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up. Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation, and a great play to get the bucket.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors ending the quarter up 10. Defense is setting the tone.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Butler out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at center. And there's the basket. And the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. That free throw good from Barnes.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor? Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
The Raptors with a lead. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Butler passes to Lowry. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Right side Barnes. Back to Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. It's Barnes on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Siakam for 3. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Martin. He buries it from 3.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
And here's Barnes from outside the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Butler with the ball. Siakam covering.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Takes the 3. Barnes, no good. Miami's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Hero, the pass to Martin. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And Pirtle, here we go. Knocked loose. Outside Barnes. Lowry with a steal. And they're running. And again, it's Miami converting.
And that is why they have Kyle Lowry on the team. These moments, and that is clutch.
Driving to the basket. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Van Vliet outside. The 3 is up. The 3 from Barnes. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Adebayo, a screen on Siakam. Van Vliet against Lowry. Crafty move. The shot no good. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Adebayo with a steal. Hero on the wing. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Van Vliet outside. The 3. Unable to get that one. And it's Miami the other way. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Drops in the 3. And the Raptors lead by 9.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
The Raptors have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Three-pointer. The rebound by Lowry. And Miami has possession. Martin with the ball. Siakam covering. And here's Butler outside. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
It's huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game. And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
That's his second personal
Free throw's good, Adebayo.
And the Adebayo experiment has been pretty awesome to watch just because it's gone nuclear. All the skills and his hard work paying off now.
Pass to Siakam, beyond the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Rejected by Barnes. And a deep three from Van Vliet. Can't connect. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside...
You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins and Capella man the post position. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Bay in at the three. Siakam misses. And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Bay with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Young, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Van Vliet wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Young dishes to Murray. Back to Young. Outside Collins. Young outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev. And it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays, he can get downhill, he can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it. He is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Right side, Collins. Young outside. Pocket 6, and stolen by Barnes. To the middle, here's Siakam. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now here's Murray. Young outside. Passes it to Collins. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Young's shot is good. And Greg Poeltl has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Capella goes in. Young outside. With the drive. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 5 points so far.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
Now here is Poeltl. Siakam finds Anunoby. Back to Siakam. Over Murray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Inside, here's Capella. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. Feeds to Capella. To the wing on the left. Murray looking around. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Young. Here's Capella. Toronto grabs the miss. Van Vliet outside. Siakam passes to Poeltl. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Out to the right wing. Collins kicks to Young. 29 seconds left in the first. Passes it to Bay. Good work there as it goes.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
And the pass to Poeltl. Back to Siakam. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Bay. An easy 2 points on the layup.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Hawks lead by 1.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors. You team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for Atlanta, the guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Now here's Murray. After the miss from Trae Young. Capella the pass to Collins. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pirtle with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Count that one. Pirtle's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
Well, Pirtle and that big frame of his driving to the bucket. You love to see a big man move like that.
Capella finds Young. Now here's Bay. Outside for Murray. It's Collins with the drive. Young against Van Vliet. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Collins passes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bay, no good. Raptors leading by 5. Van Vliet on the wing, defended by Young. Van Vliet outside. Hands it from downtown. Van Vliet's got 16 points.
Well, this is Fred Van Vliet doing work, efficiency and productivity.
Bay wide open, and he fires. The Hawks again can't hit, and it's the Raptors ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Van Vliet with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Young against Van Vliet. Pirtle kicks to Van Vliet. 4 on the shot clock. Pirtle with a screen on Young, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
Toronto leading by 9. Van Vliet outside. Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. 1:41 left now here in the second. Pirtle kicks to Van Vliet. From deep. The shot missing. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the basket is good. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Van Vliet against Young. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Pirtle with a screen on Young. For 3, Van Vliet. This one for 3. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Capella. Young outside. Back to Capella. Outside to Murray. Driving the lane. They get it back. Young dishes to Murray. And here is Capella. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Murray against Van Vliet. Pirtle's shot is off.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Offline with his three. And the first half is now in the books. Toronto ahead. All right, Dave, thank you. And
26. The Hawks. 19.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Fred Van Vliet has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Toronto leading by 7. They've got Achua. Young out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Flynn in at the point guard. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Young with the steal. Down low, Capella. Bogdanovich wide open. Sinks the triple.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Flynn against Young. Flynn kicks to Porter. Back to Flynn. Young with the steal. Pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Young passes to Trent. It's Porter outside. Trent goes in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Bogdanovich looking around. Murray kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Murray. The trade. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Back to Flynn. And the layup is good. Flynn's got 6.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
Passes it to Bay. They get a hand on it. Back to Bogdanovich. And there's the feed to Capella. Bay against Young. Trent with the wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Murray dishes to Capella. Outside for Murray. No good on the 3. Raptors leading by 5. Right side Flynn. Trent passes to Flynn.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Shoots over Capella. Here's Achua. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hunter with it, now guarded by Porter. Hunter kicks to Capella. The open shot by Bogdanovich. Drops one in from the wing. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
And when Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
Porter looking it over. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
A new group in now for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Pascal Siakam comes in for Thaddeus Young. OG Anunoby's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Murray following the basket by Fred VanVleet. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
VanVleet against Murray. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. VanVleet outside. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. The drive by Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
How about the bounce of Pascal Siakam off the dribble drive?
Here's Murray up on top. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Hunter. Young is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here's Collins. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his second.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Raptors leading by 3. VanVleet outside. It'll count. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Raptors. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Collins and Capella man the post positions. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Bay in at the small forward.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred VanVleet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
And Pirtle sends it back. Here's VanVleet. Fires the 3. Bay pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 5. Murray kicks to Young.
Blocking foul called on Fred VanVleet. That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Young. In the corner, it's Capella. Over Pirtle.
Well, Pirtle keeping his arms up, doing everything he can to affect the shooter.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Raptors.
That's his second personal foul.
VanVleet outside. From the wing. That one a little long.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Murray finds Collins. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The kick out to Young. Collins passes to Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Siakam sets a screen for Van Vliet. They grab their own miss.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Young uses the glass to finish the layup.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Van Vliet with it. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Porter against Collins. Here's Murray into the lane. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
The quickness, the change of pace with the dribble. Young, so difficult to stop without fouling.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question.
Trent's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. It's Young on the wing. To the paint. Kicks it out to Collins. Clock at 6. It's Young on the wing. Murray dishes to Young. It's hauled in by Trent. Toronto trailing. Pass to Siakam. And Toronto turns it over again. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Young taking his time here. In the corner, Bay with it. Young against Trent. And Young kicks to Bay. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Bay's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Trent against Young. He takes it in.
And we continue to see Young take on more responsibility, welcoming the challenge to go to the line.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points. Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
Collins finds Young. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. It's good!
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Poeltl. And stolen by Bay. And Young, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A sneaky score in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
Murray, the pass to Capella. And Young kicks to Bay. Porter with the steal. Shoots the three. No good. And so the Hawks take the win. A truly gutsy performance. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan.
teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now Atlanta's starting 5. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. Martin outside. And here's Butler outside. Offensive board. Adebayo passes to Lowry. Martin outside. Here's Hero. Out to the right wing. For 3, Lowry. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Outside Young. Bay left side. Murray passes to Bay. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Miami grabs the miss. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. A nice shot by Young.
Good scoring field by Trae Young inside, finding a path to a beautiful shot.
Up top, Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Bam Adebayo gives his team so much flexibility, playing multiple positions and doing whatever the team asks.
And it's Atlanta's ball. It's a 5-point game. Young, the pass to Collins. And Collins with the slams.
And you see the soft hands for the catch. Then Collins with the smooth finish.
And Smitty, how about Bam Adebayo? He really diversifies this team offensively.
He does, B.A. He's a consistent scorer, and he's fierce on the defensive end, guarding smaller guys.
Off the inbound. Blocked! Outside Young from behind the arc. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic.
In the 2021 playoffs, Trae Young was unreal, leading the Atlanta Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals. The first-round series against the Knicks was memorable.
Pass to Capella. Let's go with a 3. No good that time. And Miami the other way now. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Capella with a rebound. And Smitty, Trae Young in New York, electric against the Knicks.
He was, B.A. He was taunting the crowd in the Mecca. We saw another level of Trae Young, the ability to be the man in a series, doing it on the biggest stage in New York City.
Lowry, the pass to Butler. With the drive, and it's Butler with the jam.
I love that by Jimmy Butler. Sees a little bit of daylight, takes it, and slams it.
Lowry against Young. Now here's Capella. He's covered closely. Collins finds Murray. Now here's Young. 4 on the clock. Some room here for Capella. Off the left rim and out. Miami has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Butler going inside.
What an explosive drive by Butler. He goes straight through the defense and finds a shot.
On the wing, Bay. Collins outside. Outside Young. Here's Capella. And the layup falls.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Outside Butler. Good D by Bay.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Murray, no good. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Here's Adebayo. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Pass to Young. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Soft touch off the glass. Young's got 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Heat leading by...
Your Heat Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. And it's Bay in at the small forward position.
A knockdown three-point shooter. Tyler Hero knows he has the green light to fire. This Hawks squad looking to get back to their winning ways. Had a stretch not long ago of 10 straight playoff appearances.
Lowry outside. Kicks it to Hero. Back to Lowry. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Murray. Smitty with the Hawks. Can they get back to consistently competing for a championship, you think?
BA, it sure seems they've got the talent to do so. Good combination of young talent and wily vets. They did it in 2021, but can they do it again? We've seen them put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Pass to Young. Nice move. Here's Capella, and the slam dunk by Capella.
It's a joy to watch how active Capella is on offense. Fighting for the boards and saving that play.
Lowry against Young. Lowry, good.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
The Hawks trailing. Murray from outside. The offensive rebound. Collins right side. Outside Young. Back to Collins. Changes up. The kick out to Young. Fires the 3. Here's Capella. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Lowry, the pass to Love. The 3, and the three-pointer goes. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences. Something that sets John Collins apart is his mental toughness, and you see it on the defensive end. When he locks in, he's a different player.
Strus against Bay. Pass to Lowry. From deep. Atlanta with a rebound. Collins' focus also keeps his stat line sharp, Smitty.
BA, he usually carries a high shooting percentage. He doesn't get lost in the moment, and they know they can count on him.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Love. Collins with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Bay with it. Strus covering. The kick out to Young. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. And Miami will go the other way with it. Love passes to Oladipo. Back to Love. Atlanta with a rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Murray. Strus with a defensive effort. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Did 7 a screen. The shot by Oladipo, no good. Atlanta has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. The drive by Murray.
And the DeJounte Murray trade sort of came out of left field. Seemed mutual as the Spurs went to a younger direction and wanted Murray to play for a contender. A trade where everyone involved gets what they want.
The first free throw is good.
You know, I feel a lot of players get labeled as guys who can do a little bit of everything. DeJounte Murray has more than earned that label.
Vincent's checked in for Miami. Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Forrest comes in for Young.
I love how DeJounte Murray plays with reckless abandon. He is fearless with his body, and that can often give him an edge against the D.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the half. Love the open look. Nails the wide open jumper. Love's got 5 points in the quarter.
One of the sweetest shooting power forwards in the game. You have to stick to Love at all times.
Here's Forrest. Back to Collins. Love with the defensive effort. The Heat with the lead. Oladipo on the wing. Launches a 3. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the Hawks making a change here.
Bogdanovich.
Here's Forrest. Pass to Collins. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Collins has got 6 points.
Inside, John Collins knows how to be forceful, muscles his way to his shot.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Heat out in front.
Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Clint Capella in this one.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in at point guard. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Hero, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Young against Lowry. Outside Butler. Lets the 3 fly. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. He's got 9.
I love what Jimmy Butler brings to your offense. The ability to score without dominating the ball.
Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Collins. They kick it out to Murray. Up top, Young. He's guarded by Lowry. 5 to shoot. Another shot. And the nice layup by Young. Young's got 10.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
Outside Butler. Rebounded by the Hawks. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside for Bay. Pass to Collins. To the wing, right side. Young, the pass to Collins. Back to Young. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Martin. Miami has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Inside. Outside Butler. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Back to Bay. Pass to Collins. Outside Murray. To the left wing. There's Young with the 3. Back to Murray. Capella, the pass to Young. Second chance shot. Driving inside. And it's Martin with the rebound. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Lowry against Young. Lowry, the pass to Martin. Stolen by Capella. Pass to Young. There's 1:26 left in the third. This for the tie. Young missing again.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off. The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. You can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
The Heat have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And here's Butler outside. Sinks it from distance. And now it's an 8-point Miami lead.
I like the way he came off that pick. Been able to stay on balance, rise up, and knock down the shot.
Young finds Murray. Back to Young. Bay outside. Looking to get it going. Adebayo with the rejection.
The reach of Bam Adebayo is off the charts, using it well with that block.
Butler against Bay. Now here's Butler. Tight defense on him. Fires the 3.
You watch some of the best defenders in the league. They're flexible athletes, and Murray has that.
Jimmy Butler getting. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He said, we've got the upper hand, so let's not waste it. Keep getting stops. Keep finding buckets. So the message is, it's not over yet. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Come on, fans. Let's give a huge...
The Heat with the lead. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Bay in at the 3. Butler good.
I'm sure coach is loving what Jimmy Butler is doing. Playing with real heart and getting his points.
Murray drives in. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's Lowry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Gifted scorer. I like when Lowry takes initiative and looks to capitalize inside.
And he gets the bucket.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Butler can't get it to go.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Young misses.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Hero for three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Lowry finds Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
The veteran point guard, Kyle Lowry, is terrific at setting the table for uncovered teammates.
And he makes it.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Lowry. Martin outside. Shoots over Collins. Hero with it. Picked up by Collins. Murray against Hero. Clock at 6. And it's Butler with the jam.
What an athlete Jimmy Butler is, getting off the ground fast to slam it down.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Capella. Now here's Butler. Goes up from the top of the key. That one no good.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Outside for Bay. Fires from deep. The shot comes out, and Miami will go the other way with it. Now Martin. Lowry outside. Pass to Hero. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Down low. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Lowry.
Blocking foul called on second personal foul. First team foul.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter here. Butler with the ball. Checked by Murray. Butler passes to Hero. From the arc. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. Bay. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
With that big frame, Sadiq is tough to guard in space.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
From down low, in deep, Butler drops it in.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Ooh, an aggressive move, takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Martin outside. Lowry outside. From deep. The rebound by Murray. Here's Atlanta now. They trail by 11. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Young inside. Pass to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella. And that's a double-double for him now.
An assertive slam by Clint Capella. showing the defense what he can do.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. A competitive. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our.
Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. VanVleet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Now here's Butler from deep three-point range. Siakam pulls it in.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Anunoby. It's a 3-point game. For 3, VanVleet. The shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. And, of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian-American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league and worked his way up from video coordinator.
And stolen by Barnes. Hero against VanVleet. There's the triple. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lowry passes to Butler. Siakam pulls it in. Toronto, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anunoby finds VanVleet. Pirtle sets the pick for VanVleet to the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And gotta admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen. Once he gets the ball, the D is finished.
Now here is Martin. Miami no good on that time either. Back to VanVleet. Lets the 3 fly. Miami grabs the miss. Pass to Martin. Stolen by VanVleet. On the wing, Anunoby. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pirtle sets the pick for VanVleet. Pirtle against Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. That shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Adebayo passes to Martin. Here's Lowry driving to the basket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam.
And that's Kyle just using his strength, getting in there, getting fouled in the act of shooting.
Kyle Lowry has an incredibly sharp mind for the game of basketball, doesn't he, Brent?
Well, Kyle thinks the game just so well out there. You drop him in any situation, and he's going to figure it out. So for any team, he's a great floor leader, and he's one of those guys that in clutch moments you know is going to come through.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Anunoby. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Now here's Adebayo. There's Hero with a 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Lowry against VanVleet. The pass to Anunoby. Dishes it to Pirtle. Siakam for 3. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. And it's Butler missing.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And he gets the bucket.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Now, here's Lowry. Lays it up off the glass.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's on an open after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Van Vliet's got 9.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time. Passes it to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hero. And it's off from three-point range. Barnes left side. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
Your Heat Youth Dance Team. Okay, fans.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Yurtseven, Kevin Love out there with Max Strus. Then it's Vincent, and it's Oladipo in at the 2-guard spot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Yeah, you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Stolen by Yurtseven. And here's the fast break. Now, here's Strus. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Strus has got his first points of the game. Outside Flynn. Pass to Trent. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Oladipo for 3. The tries by Love. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And great for Kevin Love. He feels like he's got a lot of years left in the league.
And Kevin, coming off the bench should lengthen the end of his career. He can thrive as a bench weapon with that green light, and he's got that light to let it fly with that shot.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Porter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Flynn kicks to Young. Achua the pass to Porter. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Coming into the league, Porter didn't have that. Now, after a ton of work, he's a long ball threat.
Love wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Flynn. And here's Trent outside. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Heat trail by 11. The 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Strus has got 5.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Miami ball.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Gabe Vincent is a guy who has not wasted opportunities. He was undrafted back in 2018, but fortunate enough to get a shot in the G League, an opportunity he took full advantage of.
Eventually, Vincent won the G League's Most Improved Player Award.
Well, there were signs that he was league ready, so he rightfully got the call up. And in the first few instances where Gabe Vincent stepped on an NBA floor, he took that confidence with him and now is producing at an NBA level.
The Heat trail by 6. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Pass to Vincent. And here's Love for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And Max Strus picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First personal foul.
Here's Flynn. No points in the game yet for him. Nice move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone, even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense. It used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone, what you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
The Heat trail by 5. Oladipo with the ball, and it's Trent picking him up. Rebound by the Raptors. They've led by as many as 11 points. Young, right side. Young sets a screen for Flynn. And Young with the stuff.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Oladipo goes in. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. 7-point differential. From outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Miami the other way. Down low. And here's Love from the arc. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors leading by 7. Jacks up a 3. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Yurts have been with it. Hurdles there. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Oladipo, the pass to Love. Shoots it. Miami no good on that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And so it's Toronto bringing the... Thank you, David, for that interview. And
27.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Fred Van Vliet really making a difference here.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So for Toronto right now, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
And Van Vliet, here we go. He gets it in there. Van Vliet's got 11 points.
and willing himself to the basket. Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
And a wide open look for Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Shoots from the elbow. They get it back. The kick out to Barnes. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
Shots good by Butler. Raptors leading by 9. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Van Vliet on the wing. Now recovering. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
The 3. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. And Lowry gets it to go.
Lowry has the ball, and right now it has the feeling that he's automatic.
Van Vliet with it. Lowry picks him up. Barnes left side. Anunoby in the corner. For 3, Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. The Heat trail by 9. You know, Brett, when we talk about destination franchises, Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number 1. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami, and certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come. And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Van Vliet finds Siakam.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 7. Shots good by Hero.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
And for Siakam, great, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Boy, a fierce competitor. Jimmy Butler puts his heart and soul into the game.
There are not a lot of opponents or players in this league that are going to outwork Jimmy Butler, and he does. He impacts the game in so many ways, and he's all about winning.
The Heat trail by 4. 3-pointer, Butler. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Barnes. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Pirtle inside. 4 on the clock. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
In the corner, it's Martin. And here we go. Van Vliet heading to the hoop. Such a wide open look.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
35 seconds left in the third. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler way outside. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Pirtle inside. Defended by Butler. It's hauled in by the Heat. Tries to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Quick and athletic Butler able to beat his opponents right to the 10.
Raptors have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Toronto, Fred VanVleet.
No good on the second free throw. Lowry from deep three-point land. The third quarter comes to a close. Raptors lead by 8. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Jimmy Butler is out there with Martin, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Martin finds Butler. Poked loose.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Back to Butler. There's Hero with the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Siakam, right side. And here's VanVleet from the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat trail by 11. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes.
Blocking foul called on Pascal Siakam. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Hero from long range. And again, it's the Heat missing. Raptors leading by 11.
3rd personal foul.
Anunoby passes to VanVleet. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Butler. The Heat have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one. VanVleet against Lowry. Siakam inside. Fires for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Six on the shot clock. Takes the 3. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 1st foul.
Personal foul.
For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. For 3, VanVleet. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hero from long range. Raptors leading by 9. Barnes kicks to Siakam. Deflects the pass. Adebayo with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Butler. Lowry looking around. Passes to Hero. From deep. They get it again. And Butler with the 2nd chance points.
Butler with the ball up in the air just sniffs that one out and he goes in and rips it down.
Barnes outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Butler in the corner. To the paint. Here's Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. From downtown. And there's VanVleet on the assist by Anunoby. VanVleet's got 14 points now in the 2nd half. Outside for Martin. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Van Vliet finds Siakam. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Out left to the wing. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
1:09 left to play here in the fourth.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Raptors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Fred Van Vliet.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
It's stolen by Lowry.
Oh, great steal. Is there an aspect of this game they haven't controlled?
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Drops in the tray. Lowry's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Miami. Wide open. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And he shines brightest in these moments. What a tough shot by Kyle Lowry.
Outside Butler from past the arc. It falls. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
For 3, Siakam. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Hero. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And Tyler Hero not shy that time.
Toronto calls timeout.
Come on, fans. Let's give a huge Miami welcome to the Heat Breaker Dance Crew. And now,
here's Siakam. No good. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Lowry in at the point.
And these nights are few and far between from Kyle Lowry, but still capable of putting up numbers like this.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 3. Adebayo passes to Martin. Siakam against Butler. Kicks it out to Hero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Launches it. That one's not going to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Siakam outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Crafty move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tyler Hero picks one up.
And Siakam wants to be the guy for this team, especially in these types of high-pressure situations.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Butler against Barnes. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
And here's Zero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 1. And Adebayo throws it down.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time.
Here's Pirtle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2. Both free throws good from Pirtle.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Outside Butler. Adebayo down low. Pirtle's there.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Bleed on the wing. Now recovering. The 11-footer. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Going inside. Great D that time from Van Vliet. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
So the first of 3 is good, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw drops, and it's a 6-point ball game. And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3. And so it's Miami winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Here's Young. Pass to Bay. Young against Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Bay, no good. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Awesome! Hammers it home.
So nice.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Here's Young. Deflected. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Here's Toronto with the ball. Barnes goes in. Siakam outside. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Well, with that 6'9" length, right? Siakam uses those long limbs to create contact, get himself some free throws. Nicely done. Sometimes it's hard to believe looking at him now, but Pascal Siakam was drafted late in the first round back in 2016. Think about it. This was the 27th pick at one point.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Anunoby, that drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Here's Collins. Nails the baby hook. And you can bet a lot of teams are kicking themselves now for not selecting Siakam.
Well, you have to be able to see what the potential in the future is. And Pascal Siakam has morphed into a highly productive offensive player. And the key here, guys, is there's still much room for growth. He gets more and more dangerous by the year.
Now here's Murray. Here's Young. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Most people think of Young as a perimeter player, but he has the courage and toughness to work inside.
Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Anunoby against Murray. And stolen by Murray. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Bay passes to Collins. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Here's Pirtle. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Hey, here we go.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle. And he lays it up and in.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Collins right side. Up top, Young. Guarded by Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Van Vliet. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Siakam. The rebound by the Hawks. Minute 32 left in the first quarter of the game. Young, the pass to Bay. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Murray against Anunoby. And that one good.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Young, the pass to Murray. Collins right side. Bay against Barnes. And it's stolen by Van Vliet. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Siakam for three. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Murray, no good. Toronto trailing. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Young. 7 points in the game. Looking to win the drought. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. Five ticks left to play in the first. Here's Van Vliet. Book it off the crossover.
Boy, what a nifty move from Fred Van Vliet. Works so hard on the handle. So tough.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks ahead. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So for the Raptors right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Here's Young.
Well, there's no question that Fred Van Vliet's competitive toughness, his desire, and the defense is what has given him a shot to be a legit NBA force.
The Hawks leading. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's Bay. Pass to Capella. Outside Murray. Bay outside. It doesn't go for him. And it's Toronto taking it the other way.
Well, after the first round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
And he gets that one.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. The kick out to Van Vliet. Three-pointer. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Young against Van Vliet. Young, the pass to Capella. It's stolen by Pirtle. To the inside. Barnes finds Van Vliet. And it's all from three-point range. The Hawks trailing. On the wing, Bay. He's guarded by Barnes. Capella can't get it to go. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Pass to Barnes. Now Siakam. And Anunoby for 3. And that's collected by Trae Young. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Toronto?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. And that one misses. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
Van Vliet misses. The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Bay with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Bay passes to Young. The 3-ball. He drops it from range. Young's got 12.
They're often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range 3.
Pass to Pirtle. 1:36 left in the first half. And the basket by Van Vliet.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Outside Murray. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
So far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. Bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Murray.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Flynn, guarded by Young, and that one's good. Flynn.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
The Hawks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. There's the 3. The shot no good, and it's Toronto taking it the other way. Trent goes in. Here's Achua. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Driving in. On the wing, Porter. Pass to Trent. Right wing. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Achua, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, we know Trent Jr. can flat shoot the basketball, but he has to balance that with his passing. Nice delivery there.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Doesn't go for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. All right, Allie, thanks for that. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Young and Bogdanovich team up in the backcourt. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Bay in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. And that one's good. Flynn's got 8.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Trent outside. Pass to Achua. Now Porter. Here's Flynn. Give him 8 points now. Takes a 3. Here's Achua. An easy 2 on the layup. And now it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Bay, no good. For Toronto, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Achua with the dunk.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Young finds Bay. It's stolen by Trent. And Young draws the double. Back to Flynn. 4-3. Nails it from 3. He's got 11.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. Well, the Hawks shooting around 50% in the game so far. Pass to Hunter to win the run. Hits the trifecta. Hunter's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Flynn. Rejected by Okongwu. Porter against Griffin. Okongwu, high post. Over Achua. Here's Hunter. Griffin with it.
Blocking foul. Ball ball. Precious Achua. His first. Team first.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Forrest. From outside, off the mark. Toronto's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Out to the right wing. Rejected by Okongwu. Murray up top, guarded by Trent. Here's Okongwu. Inside, Porter with the steal. Young finds Achua. Now Trent. Outside Porter. Here's Flynn. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Flynn's got 10 points in just the second half. Right side Hunter. Porter with the steal. Trent with it. Checked by Murray. Flynn. It's stolen by Hunter. And here comes the break. And here's Griffin outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Griffin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Flynn on the attack. And he banks in the layup.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Here's Hunter. And he dunks it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Free throw, no good for Young.
Now, Thaddeus Young is capable of playing multiple positions. He is an efficient glue guy who always seems to play to his strengths.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Achua against Murray. Young, the pass to Porter. For 3. Young picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Outside Murray. Out to the wing. Here's Griffin. Toronto grabs the miss. 34 seconds left in the third. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Hunter. Bay, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Trae Young in for Forrest. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Precious Achiuwa picks one up.
You know, it's quite remarkable how quickly Trae Young became a force to be reckoned with in the league. And so far, there doesn't seem to be a limit on his potential as a top-tier scorer.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Capella with a rebound. Young from long range. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. And a deep three from Van Vliet. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Toronto. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for Toronto right now, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. Barnes against Bay. They kick it out to Murray. No good on the triple. Toronto has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Young, the pass to Capella. They kick it out to Murray. It's good, and there's a block called on the play. He'll get one free throw.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Bay finds Young. Back to Bay. Outside Young. 6 on the shot clock. Capella inside. Anunoby covering. Young. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. And both free throws good for Young. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Bay. Van Vliet, the pass to Pirtle. Capella with a block.
Yeah, great timing on the denial by Capella. Able to get a piece of the ball on that one.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, the contact on Pirtle, pretty clear there. The big man getting tough and gets the call.
And the second free throw is good. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Bay finds Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Now Young. Pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Siakam for 3. Buries it from 3. And the Raptors lead by 4.
There's no hesitation in catch-and-shoot situations for Pascal Siakam. He has turned himself into a legitimate threat.
Here's Young, outside Murray. shot from the low post is good. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside Young. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Collins. Now here's Young. Bay outside. Just 4 to shoot. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Boy, it's been a grinder, back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Here's Pirtle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Pirtle with the block.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And lead against Young. Looking to get back on track. Pirtle, pass to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Anunoby. No good off the glass.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Bay passes to Collins. Left side Young. Oh, he got it! He got it!
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Barnes. Capella with a rebound. On offense, here are the Hawks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Stolen by Collins. It's stolen by Barnes. And so it's Atlanta who scrapes by with a win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dortmund.
have guys who can make shots and make threes.
Well, with a guy like Trae Young, it all starts with him. David, thank you. It'll be the Heat off the tip. So here's Miami's starting group. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in at the point. And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
And so it's the Hawks hitting on the board first. Here's Martin, takes it inside.
Nice look there from Kyle Lowry, the Villanova Wildcat.
In the corner, Bay with it. Here's Murray to the middle, and the dunk by Capella.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And Adebayo throws it down.
The veteran point guard Kyle Lowry is terrific at setting the table for uncovered teammates.
The pass to Bay. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bay.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Outside Lowry. Pass to Butler. Driving inside. And the rejection by Collins. Inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Lowry. Outside, Hero. Takes a 3. No good there. And Atlanta will come the other way. Lowry against Young. Here he goes. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Hero.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Young against Lowry. And Young kicks to Bay. Outside for Murray. Shot clock at 6. Collins trying to break free. And Young with the basket on the assist by Collins. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
And it's Martin missing. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray kicks to Bay. Shot on the wing. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
That's a fantastic dribble move from Butler. He's extremely confident with his dribble.
Young outside. Misses the 3. The Heat leading by 3. Outside Martin. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And it's Butler missing.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Here's Young. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Good scoring field by Trae Young inside, finding a path to a beautiful shot.
Outside Martin. Pass to Lowry. Back to Martin. Lowry looking around. And Capella sends it back.
What a block by Clint Capella. Flying in with those long arms for the no.
Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Murray. And the layup's good off the glass.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lowry from outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Young, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 6 points.
Great at penetrating inside. Once Young gets a step on the defense, he explodes toward the bucket.
There's Hero with the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks ahead. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Bay in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done. He plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6. Collins, that's a 2-pointer, and he's on the money with his first shot today. Collins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunity.
Now, here is Young. And the layup falls. Young's got 8 points.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
Yurtseven kicks to Love. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Strus. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Atlanta leading by 5. Now Bay, and there's the pass to Collins. Young with no one around. Drills the 3-pointer. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Yeah, easy call.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Now, here's Collins. And Bay now top of the key. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 9.
Great find by Trae Young, one of the more instinctive passers in this league.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Now Murray, after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Murray, the pass to Young. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
Guys, no question, Trae Young is one of the most exciting players right now in the entire league.
Kevin, everything is within range for him. A great passer and shooter in his own right. Young can take over a game any given night.
Now, here's Strus. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Collins against Love. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And there's 1:45 left to play here in the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. And here's Young from the arc. No good on that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to Vincent. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Now here's Bay. Cuts off the pass. There's a minute left in the first half. Passes it to Strus. Now here's Love. He's guarded by Collins. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Oladipo dishes to Love. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And known as a combo guard, Victor Oladipo has some point guard level passing skills in the body of a 2.
The kick out to Young. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
The Heat trail by 8. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Vincent the pass to Oladipo. Now here's Strus. He's defended by Bay. A second chance effort. And he can't bank that one in. Young right side. In the corner, Bay with it. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in the driver's seat, up 8 points. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court for the Heat, at the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Martin is out there with Adebayo, and it's Butler in at the 3. Lowry up top, defended by Young. Murray against Hero. Takes it from 10. Martin wide open. He fires off target from 3-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
You know, Smitty, what's incredible about Miami's D, they don't need to block a ton of shots to protect the rim.
Kevin, it's all about awareness, communication, and positioning. Whether they're in zone or man, they stay completely connected almost every possession.
Now Capella, after Tyler Hero's 3-pointer that didn't go. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. It's Young on the wing, while recovering. Capella trying to free himself up.
Lowry isn't the biggest player, but he can get in your shirt and challenge a shot.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Now here's Butler. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside, Martin. Butler finds Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. The Heat need to get a shot off. Hero, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Young. Launches a 3. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Miami. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. From the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Hay kicks to Collins. No good on the triple. The Heat trail by 13. Down low. And it's Martin that time on the assist by Butler. Martin's got 7 points in the game.
A solid all-around player. Jimmy Butler understands the importance of sharing the ball with open guys.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Collins makes it off the glass. Collins has got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
Here's Lowry driving the lane, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
There's the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Ferocious finish. Bam's natural strength is next level.
Tipped away. Bay passes to Collins. Here's Young going inside. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Butler's got 5 now.
Something that Butler continues to work on. When he's dialed in from deep, he helps big time.
Here's Young. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Pass to Butler. Fires from deep. Doesn't go for it. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Murray right side. Lets it go with a 3. Bay gets the bucket. Bay's got his 2nd basket.
Saddiq Bey embraces playing up-tempo basketball, catching the rock and taking his shots.
Butler kicks to Lowry. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Young outside. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Young's got 20 points.
Whether it's on the drive or from the outside, Trae Young is a problem, a dangerous scorer.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Collins and Capella man the post position. The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. And it's Bay in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5.
Team tournament.
Young looking it over. Another three for Atlanta.
At Trae Young's size, when he's easily sinking shots from that distance, it's hard not to compare him to Steph Curry.
Now here's Martin. Outside Hero. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Adebayo. Left side Lowry. Clock at 6. Outside Butler. Lets it go from deep. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. The Hawks leading by 15. Murray the pass to Bay. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. No good on the shot. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Young against Butler. Young inside. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat trail by 15. Butler kicks to Hero. Outside Martin. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Hero. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
You love how fearless Butler can be, charging through contact to get his shot.
Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And a wide open look for Capella. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Team tournament.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Hero. Off target with his 3. And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Butler from outside. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night. To the paint. Collins passes to Young. From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by the Heat. Martin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks to Lowry. And a wide open look for Hero. A three-pointer off the mark.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
Team second.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. On its way from Young for 2. Kept alive by Atlanta. Outside Collins. Goes back up. Young, no good.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
Out of bounds. It will go to the Hawks. Atlanta leading by 13. Here's Collins, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
Look, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Now Martin, following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
Kyle looks confident in everything he does, and that confidence rubs off on the team.
Young, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Hero from long range. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He's an offensive-minded guard with limitless scoring potential. I think Tyler Hero will be a household name soon enough.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Here's Murray. It's deflected.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Outside Hero. That one, no good. And so the Hawks take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.